This is the new Bruce Wang channel. This is the Wang Gang show. This is for you guys. If you guys are on this video right now, that means you are a true fan of the Wang Gang brand, as you can probably call it. So why did I start this brand new channel? Basically, I did not want to do more content that I'm doing already on the Bruce Wang channel. It's kind of getting stale. I feel like I'm doing the same things again and again and again. So this channel here is where I'm gonna be able to flex. I'm gonna be able to flex my creativity and try new things. So this is gonna be a lot of the testing grounds for new content, and I'm gonna test. It's a lot of traffic outside, and I'm gonna see what sticks and what doesn't stick. So welcome to the new experiment. I was also inspired by the Joe Rogan podcast. He has one of the biggest podcasts in the world. If you guys don't know who he is, I highly recommend that you kind of just start watching some of his content. I think is really great, especially for young men out there. He's one of the biggest inspirations to me. So I really recommend you watch some of his content. This is going to be a video podcast style show. I'm still trying to build out everything back here. Right now I only have one mic, so I'm planning to bring on somebody and maybe he can be my co-host. We're still working things out, but right now everything is in the test phase. So this is officially and unofficially the first episode of the Wang Gang channel, and but maybe not the Wang Gang podcast. But without trying to confuse you guys, let's just go through some of the topics that I want to talk about today. The first one was obviously, why did I start a second channel? With the second channel, I kind of want to test my ability and see if I could, grow an audience with another channel to see if what I did on the Bruce Wang channel, if I did that was it an accident, or what was going on there? Why was I able to grow such a following? Right now, I'm sitting at let's see, I think it was like 48,800 the last time I checked. So that is a pretty significant number. I don't even have any 48,000 worth of anything right now. The last I can think of. Yeah, 48,000 is, I never expected to have that many subs, and I don't know why I'm still getting hundreds to 200 subscribers every single day. So are people following it for me? Are people following it for my portfolio or my stock tips? Like, what is it really? I want to get down to it. Also, I want to get better at, just speaking to the camera, creating more content. Like a lot of the people that ask me questions in my DMs, in my emails, they're always asking me, how do I grow my channel? How do I become a big YouTuber? And going straight to the point, all you have to do is just put out more content and get better at doing what you're trying to do. So it's like putting reps in the gym. Like, you're not going to get muscles if you only do 10 reps. You got to do hundreds of reps every single day for years. That's how you get bigger, how you grow your muscles, or get better at anything at all. Skills, sports, getting a better jump shot. I'm still, till this day, I'm still at the gym every day, putting up at least 100 shots to 200 shots every single day, trying to get my form right, trying to get my feet right. This is going to be the perfect place for me to do that. And not only that, my presentation skills is going to get better. Just, you guys do not know how much editing that I have to do to make a clean 10-minute video to plus. Some of the times, yeah, it takes me hours and hours. You guys don't even know how. There's sometimes that I would film a video and I just don't even want to edit it because I know that would take too long, so I just film another video, because second time usually is going to be better than the first time. So trying to take another take again and again. So on top of that, yeah, just making sure that I could speak continuously without messing up, without stuttering my words. Like, for some reason, my brain thinks a lot faster than my mouth, and some of the stuff that just comes out wrong. And yeah, that messes me up a lot in real life. If you guys haven't followed me already, go follow me on Instagram. The handle is Bruce Wang. It's going to be here on the screen. So yeah, if you guys, that's probably the best way to reach me, because I'm always on Instagram talking to people from the Bruce Wang channel, and they're always asking me basically the same thing, and I always send them to the first place I send them is to the Reddit personal finance. If you guys do not know anything about money, which generally most of my audience doesn't know anything about money, personal finance is the first thing that you guys need to learn. You know, paying off bad debts, saving, budgeting, getting a higher paying job, getting a higher salary, stuff like that. Those are the things that those are the skills and knowledge that you're gonna need to know before you even start investing. Like for me, I never even bought a stock or bought any real estate until I had my money right. If you have no leftover money at the end of the month, like what's the point of even investing? You're either living paycheck to paycheck or buying stuff that you don't need on a credit card and building up debt that you don't really need. Yeah, and some of the people that ask me ridiculous questions, and I have to be straight up and honest with them, because I'm a tough love type of guy. Like when I grew up, my parents beat the hell out of me, man. That turned me into like a tough love type of guy. You know, I just tell it straight how it is. Like earlier today, somebody messaged me and was asking me, will I get guaranteed returns if I buy this or this or this? And it's like, if I knew the answer to that, if I knew that if I put in 100,000 and I'm guaranteed to get another 100,000 in, 1 year, like I would already have gone all in. Like if I knew that, I would have done it myself. And I think a lot of brand new investors, they're just really scared to lose money. And that is, if you're thinking about investing, that is the completely wrong mindset to start. Yeah, just don't even invest if you're going to ask me a question like that, because that means that you're clueless. You don't really know what you're trying to do. You don't really have your goals set. And you have to go all the way back to the beginning, learn the basics, and then ask me after. Maybe it might take you a month. It might take you years. Yeah, you have to go through the basics first. And experience is probably the number one thing that you can have, because 2 years ago when I started investing in the stock market, was it 2017? That's 2017 is when I started investing in cryptocurrency, and that whooped me, man. I lost so much money. I made some videos about Bitcoins, and that's probably one of the biggest, that's my number one viewed video on my original channel is how to buy Bitcoin in 2019. That's my number one video, and it didn't even pop off until maybe like a few months after I posted it. So what was I saying? I lost a lot of money in cryptocurrency, and I'm seeing a lot of that now with Tesla. There's like, I don't know if Tesla's in a bubble or not. I didn't look into it too much, but for something to go up 50, 100% in like a few months or a few days, I don't know how much it went for Tesla, but I know that when I looked at it, it was like at 400. I looked back at it, it was at 900, and now it kind of crashed down back to. Let's take a look at what it looks like. Tesla stock, it's at 750. I don't know how they got the value of that, but I think a lot of it has to do with fear of missing out. People just want to get in on it, and that's really pushing up the price. On top of that, every social media influencer, all the media in general is talking about Tesla. So I think that is also helping raise the price up. I would not recommend anybody to jump into Tesla right now unless you know yourself that Tesla is worth more than this value right now, 750. But most likely, you don't know that. Yeah, if you guys don't know anything about me, wow, I'm introducing myself at 13 minutes into this video. So if you guys don't know anything about me, my name is Bruce Wang. I'm a real estate investor, property manager. That's my day job. That's what I'm doing, and that's what pays the bills. On top of that, I make YouTube videos about investing, dividend investing, and real estate investing. So everything revolves around money. Everything revolves around me making money and trying to make money in the stock market. This is just something that I find very interesting. Most likely, if you're watching this channel, you're interested in money, business, and investing. And yeah, this is something that I think everyone has to try to do at least once in their life, is invest. Because if you're not investing in your future, man, you're really short-sighted. I think everything started for me around 2017 is because that's when my wife got pregnant. And in the end of 2017, when Bitcoin just hit like $20,000, that's the day that my daughter was born. Yeah, so everything that I'm doing now, it's obviously beneficial for me and most likely beneficial for my daughter, because everything that I am building now, I'm going to be able to pass that on to her. So her life will hopefully be easier than mine, and she'll be completely set when she's 18, 20 years old. When you have a kid, that feeling of you have to provide is such a strong feeling. I don't know if for anybody that's watching, for anybody that's watching, I think you guys are going to be around maybe 18 to 25, 30 maybe. That's my audience on the Bruce Wang channel. And yeah, so if you're just beginning, you probably don't have a kid when you're 18 years old. And if you do, yeah, I remember in high school, a lot of my, not friends, but a lot of people that I knew had kids when they were really young, 18, 19, 20 years old. And I just did not understand how people could do that, because maybe it was an accident, maybe they did it on purpose. I have no idea, but I really don't recommend people having children when they're so young. Even when I was 30 years old and I had a kid, I had no idea what I was doing, and I was already scared to even have a kid at 30. Nobody's going to be ready to have a kid. And I think that raising a kid when you're older, you're going to have more experience. You're going to already have finished that party lifestyle. So you're going to be able to spend more time and energy, and you just have your life more put together. So you're able to raise a kid. When you're 18 and you have a kid, you're still a kid. So you're not going to be able to do that. Only a handful of people might be able to do that. On top of that, I want to go over, for you guys are my hardcore fans if you're on this channel right now. So I kind of want to go over the portfolio, maybe give you guys some insights, because my portfolio is almost like a character on my channel right now. And let's take a look at my portfolio here. So what I've realized is that I have 3 different portfolios, all on different platforms, on different brokerages. So I'm using a dividend tracker now, and I've been getting asked a lot about this dividend tracker. So I put everything together in this dividend tracker. It's called simplysafedividends.com. They give a free trial. I'm not affiliated with them in any way. So, but if Simply Safe Dividends wants to sponsor me, just hit me up. Yeah, I have 3 different brokerages. I'm putting everything into one place so I can, so I'm able to track it a lot easier instead of just going to 3 different places. So my portfolio value currently is $40,000. Today, I crossed $40,000 when it comes to my stock portfolio. 2 years ago, this was $0, and I was just getting over cryptocurrency. I've lost a lot of money in cryptocurrency. I have my cryptocurrency bag still. I'm holding Bitcoin. I think I have maybe $20,000 in Bitcoin. So I'm kind of thinking about selling and investing that into more dividend stocks, but who knows, man? Maybe Bitcoin goes back up to 20, 30, 40,000, maybe. Who knows? If they do, I'm just going to keep my crypto. That's the importance of diversification, even though I kind of don't believe in cryptocurrency anymore. Yeah, my dividend portfolio is at $40,000. I never imagined that I would have $40,000 invested in stocks. When I first started the Robinhood Challenge, I barely knew what I was talking about, and I did not have that much experience in the stock market. So that's probably the number one tip that I have for you guys. Anybody that's just starting, the more time you spend in the markets, you'll get used to all of these highs and lows that the stock market goes through, and you'll get used to the media, especially the media. That is really big. Some of the media, they really like to trash some stocks, and whenever a stock is having a bad earnings call or a bad quarter, that stock, for instance, Exxon Mobil, it got crushed over the last week, and I've been really slowly building in my I've been slowly building that into the portfolio. Right now, I think I have 10. How much Exxon Mobil do I have? Well, according to this, I have a total of 10 shares, average price of $65. Currently is at $62, but this is a 5.6 dividend yield. It's a crazy amount of dividends, 5.6. Not many of my stocks are 5.6 dividend yield. And yeah, I get a lot of hate, like, I get a lot of comments saying, I can't believe you're investing X amount of money and you're only getting, X amount of dollars. That's really short-sighted thinking. Yeah, you can, you could have, let's say, going back to the Tesla example, you could have bought Tesla at $200, flipped it at $750 or $900. But how many times can you realistically do that? If you can do that maybe twice a year or once a year, I think that doesn't even happen twice a year or once a year. That happens like once every 2 to 5 years, I think. So it's not really likely that you're going to be able to, hit home runs every single time. And so for me, I'm just, building a diverse portfolio. It's going to slowly grow. It's going to slowly pay out dividends, and I'm going to reinvest all those dividends. That's the number one way that I found, the easiest way that I found to make money in the stock market. Secondly, if you're watching all of these stocks every single day, you'll know that, sometimes it goes down 10%. And you'll know sometimes it's on sale, maybe once or twice a year. For me, I found out that SPHD, one of my biggest positions here, I have how much? I have $3,500 worth of this stock. And yes, not even last week, a few days ago, maybe 2 days ago, I bought another $400 worth of this stock. I have to update you guys. I have to update the Robinhood Challenge with that. But yeah, SPHD only goes on sale 3 to 4 times a year. So just think about how much gains you can make if you're buying it regularly, and then on those dips, you're buying extra every single time. You're going to make a decent amount of profits off of that alone. So let's go back to the portfolio, show you guys what I'm looking at. Total income, $1,400 a year off of $40,000 a year. So that is pretty decent, man. That's enough to pay some bills by now, right? That's maybe a phone bill. That's maybe a grocery bill. That's probably too low for groceries, especially for me. Man, my grocery expenses, or just food expenses in general, man, if you guys knew how much I ate and I spend on groceries, I still get mad at myself for spending so much on groceries. So I don't even want to get into it. I'll start getting really mad. But yeah, you have to do what you can to keep the wife happy. Let's say that. Currently, my dividend yield for the entire portfolio is 3.5. That is very, very conservative. I kind of want to get this up a little bit higher into the 4% range. So let's say if I had a portfolio of $100,000, that is going to be $4,000 in dividends every single year. $4,000. Realistically, it's going to take at least $2 to $3 million with a dividend yield of around 4% to be able to sustain a really good lifestyle. So that's why it takes many years to build up a dividend portfolio. And a lot of people that just come into investing thinks that they could just do it off of, penny stock trading and day trading. Tell me there's going to be maybe a handful of people that are able to do that. And most of them are already getting paid on Wall Street to do that. And if you're just like a retail investor like me, like 90% of the rest of the world, you're going to get crushed when you're doing penny stock trading and day trading. I've tried it myself. I've lost maybe $500 something just trying. I'm always willing to try new things. That's that's something that I really think is an advantage to myself. Like yesterday, I posted this on Instagram. I never worked with metal in my entire life, and sometimes you go into the ghetto and you would see the stores. They would have like a metal gate that goes up and down on their entrance. So one of my commercial buildings has that, and it broke, and I had to learn how to fix that. I didn't do it all by myself, but I and my partner did it together, and it was probably one of the most dangerous things you can do because you don't want to mess with spring-loaded stuff. Spring-loaded stuff will hurt you if you don't know what you're doing. But, we figured it out off of some YouTube videos, and right now I learned most of my DIY stuff, most of my repairing stuff throughout the house. I learned it all from YouTube, where back in the day you would have to go to school to learn stuff like that. So you can learn everything online right now, and basically it's going to be free. If I find any good stuff that you would have to pay a premium for, like Simply Safe Dividends, I will shout that out to you, and I'll let you decide if you really need this. But I think that for anybody that has a portfolio of less than 100,000 will not need Simply Safe Dividends. It is cool to have, make a free account, look at some of their portfolios and look at some of their tips and stuff like that. That's all great and stuff, but realistically, 100,000 plus, you might be able to make a case for yourself, but under 100,000, there's really no need because it's $400 a year. Stuff like that really does start to add up after you do this for a long period of time. So like me, how much of this is from gains? I don't know if it tells you. 8% of this is from gains. So that is a pretty decent amount. 8% of 40,000. What is that? $33,200 worth of gains. Yeah, so I'm proud of myself for being able to do this. I wish I knew what I knew now back then in hindsight, and this would have been a lot more. I'm telling you that because I made a lot of mistakes, but hopefully you guys learn from my mistakes and are able to, not make those mistakes after. So if you want more content just like this from me, hit me up in the comments. Let me know what you want me to talk about, what you want me to go over. And also don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification to get the next video. And I love you guys 3000. Wang Gang out. Bye.